On the way to the cross, Jesus took so many personal detours to show us the way, the truth, and the life.
On the way to the cross, Jesus gathered 12 students. Nobody else wanted these rabbi rejects, but Jesus did. He personally called each one of them by name and said to them, "Follow me."
On the way to the cross, Jesus was walking down the road to heal a sick child when a woman needing healing of her own touched his robe. Although he was pressed for time, Jesus stopped and asked the question, "Who touched me?" And the shy, apologetic woman steps out of the crowd and gets the shock of her life when the Son of God made it personal and said, "Woman, because of your faith, you are healed."
On the way to the cross, Jesus went out of his way to comfort the hurting family of Lazarus. And Jesus wept. His compassion was astounding, but it didn't stop there. He called for him, "Lazarus, come out!" And that's exactly what Lazarus did. He came out alive and well. Jesus called him by name. You can't get any more personal than that.
On the way to the cross, Jesus encountered a religious leader who tried to stump him by asking the question, "What is the greatest of all the commandments?" And Jesus had a simple response, which gives us a clear personal blueprint that we can live by to this day. Love God with everything that you have, and love others as you would love yourself.
On the way to the cross, for just 30 silver coins, Judas betrays Jesus with a kiss. Yet in the midst of being personally attacked, Jesus calls Judas friend. The guards gathered, and the long night began.
On the way to the cross, Jesus was arrested, put on trial illegally. While he was whipped, beaten, spit upon, he listened to the world throw insults as his majestic claim. The angry mob made it very personal.
On the way to the cross, Jesus would feel the weight of the cross, accomplishing his personal destiny by doing the will of the Father.
On the cross, Jesus' hands and feet were nailed, yet he personally prayed for those who were hurting him.
On the cross, Jesus would hang and suffer for 6 hours. And then he would die. The perfect person, the perfect sacrifice.
The cross seemed like a personal victory for those who opposed Jesus.
The cross seemed like a personal tragedy for those who followed Jesus.
After the cross, they placed his body in a tomb. But the grave couldn't hold Jesus.
He rose from the dead. Jesus made it personal for you and me by paying our price and by offering us eternal life.
Will you let the story of the cross go in one ear and out the other when it comes to the claims of Christ and what he did for you?
Or will you make it personal?